Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing peachy keen and is able to stay close to an AC unit, just because I know it's been very warm lately. But I wanted to do a flip of a book that I had delivered today, and I'm so excited about it. And it is a Creative Haven book. It's called Happy Home, a Hygge coloring book. And it's by Jessica Mazurkiewicz. Excuse me if I butchered that. So the reason that I'm so excited to get this book is because of this book. And I know this is not a reading channel by any means, but this book here, The Little Book of Hygge, again, probably butchering that word, The Danish Way to Live Well by Mike Viking, is a book that I can genuinely say changed my outlook on life, which I know is like a really big statement, but this book is incredible and it's a super easy read. I mean, it has like pictures in it, it has recipes, and you can pick up any like chapter in here and read it. Like here's a little recipe. But honestly, this is something I read a couple years ago, and I've read multiple times since then. And I actually had pre-ordered his next book, which I do now own as well, but I gave it to a friend to read because he's an amazing writer. He is the head of the Happiness Research Institute in Copenhagen, which, yes, is a legitimate business, but they do a bunch of research on what makes people truly happy and what brings like pure joy to people and how to improve like the quality of life for communities and such. So this book is incredible. And after I read this was the first book I read about Hygge, which is a Danish word. I read other books about it, and honestly, it's incredible. It's such a cozy book. It's such a cozy topic, and I would highly recommend this book to anybody. Or if you're not able to get your hands on this book, it is sold on Amazon. There's other Hygge books. I've read a bunch of them. I actually got one for my mom for Christmas a couple years ago and such. So funnily, definitely not a word. Interestingly enough, my friend got me this for my birthday this year. My birthday's in July, because I would not shut up about this book, but I didn't actually own it here in Germany, so he got it for me. So it's incredible. So anything that has to do with Hygge, I'm all about. So when I saw this coloring book, I kind of had a little freak out. So again, this is a Creative Haven book. It's called Happy Home, a Hygge coloring book. So I'm really happy to have it. And then this is what the back looks like. And according to the inside, so this is what the inside look. I apologize for the glare. Has a cute little coloring. Happy Home. So according to the copyright, it was published in 2018, but I just came across it. So it does have the the pages are easy to rip out. Can't pronounce the word. But yeah, so let's do a quick little flip. Hygge Essentials. So I guess like while I'm doing this, I can paraphrase what Hygge is and what it's really about. But obviously, I'm not an expert by any means, so please do read up on it if you'd like. But Hygge is a Danish word that stands for kind of a true happiness, a coziness, just joy that is completely pure. So a lot of the time it's associated with like warm, cozy blankets and like fireplaces, candles, just being so cozy and, cherishing the moments. There was another book I read, not the one I showed you, but a different one about Hygge. So here, Collect Moments, Not Things. I love that. So the other book that I read, one of the other books that I read about Hygge, they interviewed a bunch of people from Denmark, and they asked people what to them Hygge was. Like if they had to describe a moment of Hygge, what would it be? And one of the interviews that I remember the most was an interview with this elderly man, and he said that his happiest moment, his moment of Hygge, is Sunday mornings, because he always wakes up earlier than his wife, and he will make bread from scratch early in the morning, and then he'll make coffee, and then his wife will wake up and she'll come down the stairs, and they share a breakfast together every single Sunday with like jam and coffee and the homemade bread. So to him, that is pure joy, that is his happy moment, and that's a moment he looks forward to every single week. So something like that is the happiness that Hygge is all about. And again, I'm not an expert, but as you will see, like there's a very common theme of like hot beverages and like being with people that you truly care about, coffee, you know, baked goods, things like that. So I mean, like this looks so cozy, you know, reading a book. There's like a dog here. There's a little mini. So yeah. And there's some nice desserts for everybody that likes to color food. So yeah, I'm super happy to have this book. Very excited. I feel like it might be a little too early in the summertime for me to start coloring in here, just because, like I said, this is more about like cozy fireplaces and such things. But it's been so hot here. It's been high 80s into the 90s for like a week and a half now, and it's going to continue to be so for a while. So I just does not feel right to me to be coloring a fireplace right now, or like, you know, hot cocoa with like marshmallows and stuff. But I mean, like on a cold night, like this would be so fun to color. So warmth, intimacy, and togetherness with cute little mittens. And the paper actually feels quite nice. It's definitely not cardstock or anything, but it's definitely nicer than just standard Amazon paper. At least that's what it feels like to me. Like, yeah, I definitely could not color this right now. There's snow and they have winter jackets on, and I am dying for an air conditioning unit. Yeah, so it's been super hot here. Like I said, high 80s into the 90s. Oh, maybe I can color this one. And I don't have air conditioning. Air conditioning is quite rare in Germany. Slow down, unplug, and recharge. So it's just so hot, and honestly, I feel like I should buy a fan and just like spoon it because it's so hot. One of my friends here is Portuguese, and he always jokes that he did not leave Portugal to come here and have to endure this weather. So whenever we go somewhere outside, he always like sits in the shade. But yeah, Hygge Essentials. And that is it. And yeah, I think this book is lovely. It has some pictures, I guess, I could color now, but mostly I think I'll leave it for fall time and winter time. But if you've read this book and you enjoyed it, I would highly recommend this coloring book. It looks adorable. Or if you've had the coloring book and you enjoyed it, highly recommend this book. It's amazing. Or just look up this word, and there's so much text out there about it. It's incredible. And there's also some YouTube videos you can watch. Or he is also an amazing speaker. So if you wanted to watch him talk about what Hygge is and such, marvelous speaker. He also did a TED Talk that I watched that I thought was really interesting. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. But he did a TED Talk about the happiest countries in the world. And those countries actually have the highest suicide rates in the world. And he kind of talks about why he thinks that is and how we can help the people that are suffering, and how we can make their life easier and their life better and such. So yeah, highly recommend this book. Highly recommend to Mike Viking. He's amazing. And this coloring book too is lovely. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.